Influencer. Kind of weird, it sounds like influenza. Someone may have something to say about that, like a societal commentary type of way, but not me. Lots of people get sent stuff, set up the camera, open it, hashtag ad, but as Skepta says, nah, that's not me. Except if it was a Nintendo Switch 2. I really want one, and with Splatoon Raiders coming out soon, I need it. Alas, they are a lot of money, and if they're not sending me one, looks like I have to do the inevitable. Become a conglomerate. So, this video is now sponsored by Softy Leisure, funded by the community. How does one become a conglomerate, I hear you ask? Well, by playing tycoon games, of course. But not the normal ones. The market is quite saturated in city building and zoos. I want to find the weird ones, where the market is untouched. So join me, my mates, as I conglomerate my mate. Join me as I put my finger in various different pies so I can buy myself a Nintendo Switch 2. So I guess we start from the bottom because as above, so below. Just like the top, it is lonely down here. What would a Prudence Softy video be without a mention of poo? A toilet managing game. Originally released in 1995 as Claw Manager for the Atari ST, Der Claw Manager was released for Windows in March of 2000, and a gold version re-release of the game was at the end of the year 2000. However, this game was only released in Germany, but in 2006 the game was released internationally and updated for Windows XP. Thus named Toilet Tycoon. Developed by Anvil Soft. Now that I think about it, I really thought that anvils were going to be more prevalent in my adult life than they actually are. I can't say that I've actually seen a real life anvil. But Anvil Soft, the only games they released were the Toilet Tycoon series. Actually no, they made this game too, and it was published by Media Sales and Licensing and Plug-in Digital SAS. Greeted with this comical music. Like we are rapscallions about to get up to no good. After typing in my name, of course poo, it is punctuated quite aptly with a fart. The aim of the game is all this shite, and it's multiplayer because it turns out the game is turn-based. How exciting. So here we are, our office, the seat, fittingly a porcelain throne, 500,000 euros to my name. I hold the honourable title of toilet cleaner. No one really told me what to do, so I do some research which turned out to be unsuccessful. Shit. I'm already 10 grand down and I purchased this lot. But I'm like penniless, so I can't even put a toilet in, which I didn't realise, so I start again. Straight to the back room and look at all these people. They're so weird. The sanitary board is in a very good mood. Nude. Percy puke, that's when you've scoffed down way too many Percy pigs in it. I purchased the toilets, red light district 1. We have to purchase the bowl, the seat, the roll, the cistern, chapel, as it were. But for some reason, I thought that having a condom machine was far more important to have, you know, being in the red light district and all. Well, that's half my budget gone. I now have a buttmanless toilet seat. The patrons of red light district 1 are hovering. They're hovering. They've got piles. Being a turn-based game and all, I didn't really know what to do to move on to the next round. I spent the next 5 minutes faffing around, only to start over again. What was I thinking? It's so frustrating watching this back. I purchased Red Light District 4. This time purchasing 4 bowls, 4 cisterns and 4 seats. And 4 rolls. Our equipment is completed. just enough for a hand dryer and a bit of soap. I try to take advantage of the sanitary board not being in a good mood, but sadly, my opponent hasn't taken their turn. Finally, we did it. We have finished our turn, of course, by flushing the loo. And they took us a quarter of a bloody hour to do it. Bloody hell. Loo 1, 2, 3 and 4 are all austere. Our profit, 3k. My opponent, Flush Gordon, makes his move and ends up being the king of the round, and also the pig of the round is him. However, I thought I was the one who won the tombola prize, so I'm like looking for the marble bowl. In rounds we can change our loos, clean them, repair them, make improvements, increase the price. You can also increase it too much, so you're already 1 round behind your competitor because you didn't make any profit in this round. It's all part of the learning process, people. Suddenly, Flush Gordon wins some golden toilet brush. Right, time to get serious. Marble toilet, condom machine, I'm taking no prisoners. Yes, Pooh is the king of the round, and I get an emerald toilet bowl. I set dick damage to work, only for it to bloody fail. Also, I discovered there's a fix everything button. I spread some rumours about Flush Gordon's loos, only for him to go and win a bloody medal. But as my loos improve, I slowly gain the awards, the golden toilet brush. I set Kurt Crush out to vandalise Gordon's loos, and he succeeds. I got a promotion due to his. Hey! I am a female police officer, with the honourable title of maintenance man now. It seems like we're supposed to do research. Barry Barth is setting to work, but fails. I attempt to research all the state-of-the-art pooing technology, but I failed, so obviously I get demoted due to his obvious incompetence. Hey! Then Flush Gordon sets dick damage on me and succeeds. Not my bloody toilet seats. But research finally succeeds, and with a new cistern means a new job title, Loo Secretary. Now I've saved up some money, I decide to see if I can expand the Softy leisure branch of loos. But the price of bugs have doubled. However, I've developed a new toilet seat, the Happy Buttock, which of course leads me to being demoted, which is fair enough, but Flush sends a friggin' vandal, friggin' Simon Shatter, to my loos, ending in me losing my friggin' emerald loos. What I'm feeling like a right loser. He gets a promotion for that. What kind of sick joke is that? He defecated through a sunroof. I actually can't believe it. I'm so sad. So I set Percy Puke on him, and he gets fined 4,000. I need a wee break. I get really sick of this Flush Gordon saying my toilet paper is hard. I'm literally using mink. Round 20, and they all written freaking my loos, and I've been demoted again. I didn't know I could get any lower. Now I can't do any research. Toilet seats all gone once again, and it doesn't help that I keep falling for these Ponzi schemes. My loos keep on getting sabotaged. I'll never be able to afford another loo at this rate. And look, Flush Gordon has got flags all over the shop. Just when I think I've got enough money for another loo, the prices of loos have increased even further. But finally, I save up enough money to purchase Station 1, which it looks exactly the same as Red Light District 4. I don't know why I thought they were going to look different. A loo's a loo, I suppose. Furnished in all the equipment one would need in Station 1. You never know, people. And surprisingly, we make 2k. Just saying, we are finally a loo secretary again. And we can finally research toilet seats. Rumours are spread about my loos. The owner takes pictures of the customers. No, I do not. Flush Gordon now has 4 plots. I'm not happy, especially because he sends Percy Puke to my loos, shortly followed by the sanitary board. Loo 1, I see. Loo 2, I see. Loo 3, I see. Loo 4, spell I cup. All your loos are in a miserable state of hygiene. You are thus expropriated of this allotment and all of its contents, accompanied with a cackle. What an absolute joke. Then friggin' Flush Gordon gets an award and a promotion. Is this how people get ahead these days? By sabotaging? Luckily I get my money back to buy some more loos. I claim my land in the suburbs. I spread some rumours before I do the final flush. I'm sick of this bitch Flush trying to sabotage me, but I persevere and create the fecal throne. Some may say pompous, I say, how vile. Why do we need a drinks holder? The sate is the sanitary board's face. Cheer up, it's nearly Christmas. I send Percy Puke to Flush Gordon, then the miserable sanitary bloke. Let's see how you like getting your allotment taken from you. Flush Gordon slowly monopolises this area of the globe, where loos are aplenty, making sure I somehow never quite have enough money to buy a new allotment, whether that's sending a vandal or the sanitary board. Eventually he's bought every allotment in town, and you know what? All I have to say is, what a sad little life, Jane. Also, a bit sick of this never-ending looping music. I think 83 rounds of this game is enough torture. Time to dabble in something, say, a little more glamorous. Casino Mogul, also known as Casino Tycoon. Released at the end of 2001 for Windows, developed by Cat Daddy Games, the company famous for developing the game everyone seems to mention when they make a video about shovelware, Carnival Games. Not to be a contrary Mary, but I think that game was actually quite good. And it was published by a defunct company called Devil X Games and another defunct company, Monte Cristo. It'd be rude not to play this game. Hey, don't you see, it's so easy. Wow, I am ready to gamble. I opt for the challenge mode. Reservation casino competition. To win, you must become the first casino with 50,000 liquid cash on hand. Whatever that is. On with the game. Here, our first gambler in Shea Poo Poo. I put down what I assume to be an important building. And a few one-armed bandits, as they call it. A bar? What's gambling if you can't have a brew and a bagel to accompany it? Oh, what's this? We can expand. I got the bingo table view right here. Hello. So I didn't realise we have to hire staff to run the tables. Anyway, I decide to place a cook chair, and just like clockwork, he sits on it. Oh, you wanted to sit on it as well? It's almost like musical chairs then, wasn't it? Here, have a seat, mate. Well, this guy wants to go on both of them, eh? After an equal sit down, back to the one-armed bandit, methinks. After this guy alternates his seats a few times, they all abruptly leave. Was it something I said? Nightclub turned casino with a different little tune this time. I don't know what to do. Here, have a drink, it's on the house. We can arrest her. Right, book 'em, boys. I ultimately decide to play on sandbox mode. With each new facility enters a new face. I've concluded I must keep on improving the place. I hire my people to do the games, put some panelling down, make it look posh and that. But soon I realise all my facilities are deteriorating. I need a maintenance man stat. I put a decorative dice on the wall. We are in a casino after all, as well as a phone and ATM. Seems that I just can't do enough to earn enough money to purchase the entrance upgrade that will allow me to purchase the facility, gambling lessons, so I can purchase more different facilities, hence leading to more guests. In conclusion, more money. Sofas! Hey, wait. Why do I have two janitors? And someone said they got robbed. Maybe this camera will help. Look at the way this janitor walks. Guys, the devil is here. And it turns out that someone died. These customers want entertainment. The devil was just here. The slot machines. There's fit birds. What more could you want? Maybe this casino lark just ain't for me. Once all these wages come out, I'm screwed. I mean, if this is what Vegas is like, no thanks. Just give me a scratch card and a £2 coin and we'll call it a day. Also, this music is doing nothing. But we do need a fire extinguisher, don't we? With 2 successful businesses in the dossier of Softy leisure, time to revisit Monte Cristo, my old friend, in the same year as Casino Mogul was developed. The game Gadget Tycoon, also known as Crazy Factory, published by various different companies, was released. I wasn't going to play this game until I saw its alternative name was Crazy Factory. Crazy Factory! Now this is the type of company we need in Softy leisure. Shortly followed by the discovery of this elaborate musical intro. Monte Cristo and their intros, this is my favourite part of it. Call up the college, call in evening employees. Oh, it scratches something in my brain.
Start out, put your college years behind you. Pull out your life from the mire where shitty grades consigned you. You blew it with 4 years solid, foreplay tots and drinking. Instead of Dante, Descartes, and thinking. So restart. You've got the plan, some sort of product to patent. It may be total crap, but provided it's not too late. You can sell them robots, rollers, TVs, even toilets. You can kill your coins with coilets. A good start. Call up the college, colonize young employees with superior knowledge. Pay insultingly small salaries if they get suspicious and the atmosphere worsens. Startle them with stock options for your startup. And pester investors and invite venture capitalists in for breakfast down the industrial zone in the aid of family, friends, the stock market and mafia. Do anything for a loan for your contacts.
Well, that was fantastic, wasn't it? First of all, let's watch the credits. Wow. I begin by playing the campaign, and it's all just so confusing, so I just decided to play the tutorial. Dip my toe into the world of gadgets. So first things first, carry out research in this derelict factory. I hire this woman who, after swatting flies, gets straight to developing the first toilet ever. Yeah, it's me, the inventor of the toilet. And there's so many goth baddies I can hire. But why is she wearing a beekeeper hat? Turns out I didn't need to develop multiple parts of the toilet, so as the girls are swatting, I move on to the next phase. Manufacturing. I fix up these machines, hire this bloke who's skipping, along with these fellas who make a cheeky little noise. Took me 15 bloody weeks it took me. Took me 15 minutes to finally get the factory running. Not my fault though, they really didn't describe it very well. Onto the sales department now, and you know what? This is the type of admin shite that puts me off a game like this. Why do I want to deal with numbers? The only numbers that I'm happy to deal with is anxiety, Sudoku, when you're waiting for an appointment or something and you're like, oh, I'll see how many Sudoku games I can do or whatever. This is supposed to be fun. Look, George Umbango, bright 30 something. I'd have said he was older, but people aged differently back then. I feel like he was very inspired by The Matrix. Also, he makes a funny noise. We have to deal with all these budgets, hire a publicity officer. Why'd they make him so cool? Also, why'd they want to work in this derelict factory? On to the final part of the tutorial. Personnel. Increasing wages. Did notice that we can't lower wages though. After hiring a HR goth baddie, we send all our goth baddie researchers on a motivational course. And there's so much more boring jargon going on. Followed the tutorial wrong. Hired the bloke. I was supposed to get the mafia to bribe him or something. I hire this accountant, another cool woman, who creates a slush fund and contacts the mafia. She was like, do you fancy a Tango Ice Blast? And the mafia was like, go on then. Anyway, a tale as old as time. I invented the loo, gets stolen away by John Toilet, and he claims it as his own. I'm the original inventor of the toilet, not John. SMH, I'm sick of making gadgets anyway. This is too much hard work. I need someone to do it for me. Time to move on to property development. This is what all the rich, lazy people do in it. Oh. Donald Trump's real estate tycoon. Well, wow. It was released in late 2002 for Windows and later on Java. Not heard this one in a while. Engage. Will you get engaged to me? Developed by the very fitting Red Cap Entertainment. Oh yes. Credited on 2 other games. One about footy. Way! And the other is about sea monkeys. Wow. Published by Activision. Themed around Donald Trump. The eventual goal is to beat the man himself and become the most influential businessman in the world. Wow, what an intro. This is why they wanted to buy EA, isn't it? Remake SimCity into Sim Tyranny, innit? Anyway, look at what this player is called. Ruthless Rick. More like Ruthless Prick, am I right? Fellas, yeah. PP. Just enter the game and just start clicking on the NPCs. Wow.
Has anyone ever robbed a casino? This is like the coolest place I've ever seen. Ooh, Donald Trump is so cute.
This game was certainly made by some yes men, wasn't it? Eventually, I call myself something weird for some reason. Company Yummy Money. Because this is what we're doing it for. All the yummy money to get a delicious Nintendo Switch 2. So I'll follow the tutorial with this attractive sounding woman.
Welcome to Donald Trump's Real Estate Tycoon. The road to success is very difficult in the real estate industry.
In this game, we can buy land and build a building up to 12 floors high. You can have floors of condos, offices, and shops, which you can either sell or rent out. We can also take out a loan. You've made it, okay? So mission 1 has been unlocked. Worldwide construction.
Welcome to Donald Trump's Real Estate Tycoon.
Wait, it's really him speaking.
Susie and Chris, the job you did.
So don't waste any time. I took out a loan. Comical, unexpected interlude. It's like something out of Changing Rooms or Homes Under the Hammer, innit?
Tear down 3 buildings in Paris.
Wow, this business lark is really ruthless, innit? I decide to amuse myself by clicking on all the people of New York.
What do you want? What do you want?
Do you know where I could find the weight room?
Are you looking at me? This city's busy. Are there any golf courses here? Everything is so expensive here. You want to buy a watch?
The view of Central Park is breathtaking.
What is that smell? What is that smell? What is that smell?
Oh, there's lots of traffic. How about a golf course somewhere?
What do you want?
What is that smell?
Not gonna lie, this game is really boring. But eventually I destroy 3 historical buildings in Paris. The French thank you for your compassion. What? Mission 3, monopolize London. Yeah, so this mission was really hard. He said don't move. He said don't move without strategy, mate. My middle name is Wingert. Also, why are there all Americans in London?
I will offer you £50, and that is my final offer.
Have you been lawn bowling recently? Fuck off.
Anyway, it took me an hour and 2 in-game years, and also selling land to Trump, and also being in debt to turn the map green. Green for Prudence. Anyone who can corner the market in the historic city of London is a force to be reckoned with. Then he gives me a tip. I think I know what I'm doing.
Now it's getting tough. Be the king of the skyline and create the tallest building in each of 5 cities.
72 months, that's ages. Only took me 6 months to do it. Pfft, amateurs. Even the mission completed says that maybe I need something a bit more challenging. I'm not arsed about the aesthetics of the city, I just want to finish this shite game.
New York needs more offices.
We're getting rid of homes and changing them into offices. If anything, I think New York needs more empty condos with just a singular hottie tea in each of them, so I own them, and then I can see a different angle of the Big Apple whilst on my lonely at the top type shit. After 30 minutes or so, I eventually do the deed. The quote, king of real estate himself congratulates me.
Congratulations, you have proven yourself to be a highly worthy opponent. I can see your future is very bright in the wonderful world of real estate.
And we can now battle against Donald Trump, which is kind of cool, because like, if I win, I'll become the president. I spent about 50 minutes trying to make the world mine. Turns out Europe belongs to Softy leisure, but can't seem to make it in the US of A. And there's just something so threatening about the T of Trump Enterprises. You know what? You have America, mate. I've got a kind heart and lovely friends and family, and I love to put a smile on people's faces. And you know what? Isn't that what life is really all about? And anyway, I'm beating you in Europe, and you know what they say? Well, at least our schools aren't a shooting range. Speaking of Europe, I was made to travel, and if you know me, I'm like that woman, Jane McDonald. Somewhere beyond the sea, I'm Jane McDonaldy. I'm made for a life far more glamorous than city building, snooze fest, and cleaning up poo-poo. Get me on that ship, I say, with Cruise Ship Tycoon. This game is so me. Developed again by Cat Daddy Games and published by Activision in 2003. Wow, what a greeting. They really just pressed random keys on the keyboard, didn't they? We can have instant action, career, or challenge. Here we are. Pooh. So our goal in career mode is to earn $1 million in as few cruises as possible. Initially, I wanted the fancy ship. Turns out I've got to have the small one. Then I decided it would be funny to do this for some reason. Set sail. So I didn't realise I had to build rooms. I thought there was already stuff on the ship, so the ship is fully booked with no one on, also no staff, so as we love to say, if you're here, who's driving the ship? You know that film Ghost Ship? So instead I opt for doing the challenge. I need to make money to build rooms for 50 guests, get them on board by the end of the mini cruise. Yeah, there are the rooms. We are fully booked. Here they all are, your typical cruisers, people in gowns and people in the nip. But they aren't happy, so I build a pub. A hollybob is all about getting pissed after all. Suddenly, a cutscene. We ran out of fuel. You limp to the next port under a costly tug. Whoopsie daisy. The guests are all complaining about not having enough to drink, and they're sick all over the place. Can you keep it in your gobs, please? These guests are too demanding. What do you think this is, a holiday? I decide to build more rooms. We do need 50 guests after all, and the cruise is almost over. We safely dock into our next port and increase our population to a overwhelming 31. Bloody hell, you alright, love? You You're lying in everyone's sick. What do I do? A sudden cutscene interrupts and the ship sinks. You've lost your entire ship and crew. Bloody hell, I needn't have worried about Amanda lying in the bloody sick. They all bloody died. Rest in peace, Boaty McBoatface. So, let's start by sorting the empty vessel. I plop down a load of rooms, and a maid, all on the lowest deck. Like Titanic in it, you know. All the people at the bottom. Bit annoying I have to keep selecting the cabins. Oh, it's like a proper ship, it's all coming together, stunning. I place all the amenities we're missing on our last voyage, including a janitor for the puke so no one slips on and dies like poor Amanda. God rest her soul. The cruise sold out, so we set sail to somewhere. I continue improving and building more whilst at sea. I'm so kind. Here's a disco for you all. Who's this? He's just collapsed and got up. We safely make it to our first port of call. I build more rooms and it's all starting to come together. Look at the captain, he's so creepy. If you're here, who's driving the ship? Look, our first one to enter the hottie tea, Samantha Dyke. Clive Dyke and Tonya Dyke and Tiger Dyke. And her husband, Austin Dyke. He's on the dance floor. He's kind of like Rodders, isn't he? I pick him up and I'm never able to do that again. Oh, bloody hell. We get tugged in. Raining now. It's the rain in Spain and all that, isn't it? I decide to look at all my weird guests. Like Tristan Felton. He kind of looks like Walk With Me Tim, wouldn't you agree? Well, he's fucking dead. Because he got his cruise through Sun Savers, didn't he? He got bed bugs or something. I build a buffet because cruisers love that shit, don't they? Here's the captain again, looking for some guests to woo. If you're here, who's driving the bloody ship? Oh, bloody hell, the hottie tea is broken. Suddenly, the horn blasts. We're about to bloody crash. If you're here, who's driving the bloody ship? Literally. And the disco's broken. Right, sort this out immediately. Strange looking man. Tugged into our final port. Only 999,854 more dollars till I can retire. I don't even think I earned enough money on that last cruise to buy a Switch 2, so I guess I'll keep on cruising. Fully booked, but all our facilities are broken. Bloody hell, Walk With Me Tim is friggin' dead in front of the hottie tea. Oh well. Home is where the anchor is. Another day, another port. I make some fancy rooms and I'm off. This woman looks very real. I put food places, shops, benches. The guests always have something to complain about. You can rest in your bloody rooms, can't you? Look, no one's even using the bloody benches. Oh, an 8-year-old girl who looks like Michaela Strachan, eh? What's a cruise without a pool? But there's no room for a pool, is there? So a basketball court will do. Home is where the anchor is. Anyway, I spend the rest of my time on this cruise, taking my guests on a voyage. A voyage. Hunting for a giant squid, which ends inevitably. I believe the children are our future. And what way to support the future? By playing National Lampoon's University Tycoon. Isn't that film with Chevy Chase and they're on a roundabout and then they knock over Stonehenge? Or am I thinking of Mr. Bean? Anyway, I'm just discovering that it's a humour magazine. So National Lampoon's is a type of humour. I don't get it. Anyway, developed by Anarchy Enterprises and published by Activision in 2004. This is what school is about, baby.
The intoxication challenge. Earn the most money you can by getting everyone totally foobar.
I opt for the campaign. Turns out I built all the dorms facing the wrong way. Look at all those chickens. Somehow I win. Now, the next and final mission. I struggle with this for an hour. I have to create the greatest party campus before January 2006. It's now September 2005. No matter what, I can't figure out how to complete this mission. Because in order to throw a rave, you need the hottie house. ATP. Probably some joke, I don't care. I don't give a shit because this game is shite. Build an art department, then get a theatre upgrade, then you can unlock the rave. Yeah, really can't do this with my, 1500 starting budget. Eventually, more and more students began to leave, so I started fresh, got the theatre upgrade. More students left. There's only so much money you can make from cafeteria slop alone, and the girls really wanted to party and ended up just leaving. I'm just watching my university fail, so I try again, and it just seems impossible. My final attempt has me placing down the house with all like the jocks in, because I can make money back from the gourmet pizza resi. And none of these 20 students have quit until I realise there's no girls on campus, so a certain motive is extremely high. Computer, make these guys extremely gay and horny. Anyway, they ended up quitting, and so did I, because I needed to get them ahead in the game, but now I've got to go my own way. But I will always bop to the top. Time to get serious again with Circus Empire. Released in 2006, developed by Silverwish Games and published by Enlight Software. Famous for various managerial type sims like Restaurant Empire, Hotel Giant, that I definitely won't play for this video. How magical and inspiring. We have a loading screen which reads, Europe.
When I was finished with my university program, I thought my life would be casual, no dramatic twists. I took a job in a bank and started to save money so I could buy things, like a TV, a car, and rent an apartment. However, working at a bank was anything but amusing. It really annoyed me a lot, but I said to myself, what the hell? You need to have at least some order. However, when the work was done and I came back home, it was all different. The rules were at work and I was free on weekends. Or at least I thought so.
Wow, we're getting the whole life story here.
Once in the summer, it was a really nice weekend. I decided to take a trip to the lake. So I took my backpack and instead of a suit, I wore tennis shoes, t-shirt and shorts. I thought I was going to have a really nice afternoon until I saw that my boss was there also. He was wearing the same suit he wears to work at the office, even though it was 30 degrees. I greeted him and...
Do you know what you look like?
I'm going to the beach. The weather is nice today.
I didn't ask where you were going. I asked if you knew what you look like.
Why is this boss being a right bitch? And what's with his voice?
Well, I look like a man going to the beach.
But you don't look like a bank clerk.
Today, I'm not a bank clerk. Today, I'm just a normal man.
A bank clerk never ceases to be a bank clerk. It's not merely a job, it's a mission. When you work for a bank with 200 years of tradition, you represent that bank in public. And you look like that.
Well, let me tell you, bank clerk. Your bank's probably closed. Abbey National, gone. All the banks have frigging closed. Halifax is becoming Lloyd's, you know, so...
You must look like you have a high sense of self-esteem. But if you want to walk the streets like this, you may as well join a circus. You look like you've just come out of one. Go and change your clothes and don't ever let me see you like this again, or I may be more severe with you.
So you can't dress in your own casual clothes when you're off work. What's going on? What is the world coming to?
He left me dumbfounded. So it looks like I've joined the circus. And why not? I've always liked the circus. I remember watching the shows at my Uncle Alan's circus when I was younger. His circus was somewhere in southern Europe after he stopped living the usual circus nomadic life. So when I walked into my boss's office on Monday, I probably surprised him a lot. Yes, I told him. I thought a lot about the shoes, as he put it earlier, and I realised the circus shoes were quite good. I left him standing in his office babbling about something, but it didn't matter. I just handed him my letter of resignation and walked away. I packed my belongings, said farewell to my friends, and got on a train headed south to my Uncle Alan's circus.
Also, handing in your notice to work in a circus is something. How convenient your Uncle Alan has a circus. After making it to his uncle's circus, we're greeted by a dog with an ambiguous accent.
Are you looking for somebody, young man?
What? Why do you address me as a young man?
I don't know. I guess I just like that expression.
And how is it you can talk like a human?
My confidence in human intelligence is decreasing. They call themselves Homo sapiens. Everyone keeps asking me the same question. How is it you can talk? How? Lots of people are quite good at barking. And do I ask them how they are able to bark like a dog?
Well, it's unusual.
What's really unusual is that anyone wants to come in here, at least now. Why do you want to enter? Think it over. Not only am I a talking dog, but I'm also a perfect guard dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Peter.
And I am Buddy, the all-around universal dog.
Why? What's going on?
Look around. Do you think you see an example of economic prosperity?
Economic prosperity? Good heavens. How is it possible my uncle's business isn't flourishing when he has a dog with such an advanced vocabulary?
What's going on? Why is he acting so normal about talking to this dog?
Ruff! Man's best friend, but ruff!
I can't believe it. Not only are you the talking dog, but a shy talking dog as well.
Hey, drop it or I'm going to bite you, even though you are the boss's nephew, right?
Okay. It was just a joke. Uncle Alan, how are you? I would like to work in your circus.
Maybe you could really help me, but be prepared. You will have to do a lot of things at the circus. When I'm away, you are going to run the circus.
The state of Uncle Alan. Is there a point to this House MD-esque illustrations of the characters and a weird 3D render of the apparent living quarters that we're chatting to the Uncle Alan in? Anyway, Uncle Alan, what's the point of you? Because he's freaking off on holiday and leaving this guy in charge.
Buddy will explain everything to you.
But Buddy is a dog.
Even now, he is sitting behind the door, eavesdropping.
That's not true.
He's really clever and nice. I'm really looking forward to having this little holiday.
Of course! I'm man's best friend. Come to the trailers. I'll introduce you to the people here.
Then suddenly, dog jump scare. It's got a 3D render. So this is me. No wonder the bank clerk said that I look like I worked in a circus. Look at my friggin' Torval and Dean get up. This curse is cool though, isn't it?
There are performers living in the trailers, artists, clowns, and tamers. As you approach and face the building, you can activate interior menu using right click. Fine. So as I have told you, you may walk and see the circus from the dog's perspective, arrow keys and mouse, and turn around using a mouse. In this view, you can build and demolish buildings and paths.
I'm inundated with the information from this friggin' dog and I can't take any of it in because I'm insanely distracted by the way he says icon.
Road icon, bulldozer icon.
Now for me to create my first show. This clown is so cheeky. And this guy doing this is dropping stuff for talent.
Voila! Beautiful, Principal.
Fine. That went well. It looks quite simple. But I want to use Jasper in the show. Why can't I get him to the show?
This dog is so annoying.
Click on the manager office and look at the screen at the bottom right corner. You'll see the icon. Well, I was right as usual. It has something to do with my nose. We can hire Polly the Tamer.
We hire Paulie. And he speaks his brackets.
What a question! You bet every tamer's different. Every human being is different. I have a slightly under-average animal care skill, 150 points. I can cure them quite well, 100 points.
Interesting.
So sarky. What's with these people? So we need to plan the routines of our performers.
Current and maximum, their stress, Also current and maximum available with the small flaps above the table. Congratulations, Peter! You have completed the task.
I need people to start congratulating me when I've done a task.
Principal.
Why is he calling me principal? And PP the clown can't be arsed doing out. Bloody hell, he's doing this thing again. But the punters are loving it.
Congratulations, Peter! You have completed the task.
These characters talking to each other is really funny. After teaching Jasper a new trick, I create a new show that includes him. Let's see, beautiful Jasper and weird Paulie. OMG, PP the clown can't be arsed doing out. But God bless the handstand juggle man. After creating the show, I realised there's no point to this clown. This guy's way more reliable, and God bless these animals.
Congratulations, Peter! You have completed the task.
We must create a show where everyone performs. Do not forget Jasper the horse. Customers want more greenery. One bench and one tree should do the trick.
Congratulations, Peter! You have completed the task. Wow, that's great! The circus has received another half star. More demanding audience wants to see our show now. We are so famous.
Peter and the dog have a heart-to-heart. We need some refreshment stands. Hey, look, we can get Paulie a new outfit. So I don't have enough money to build any refreshment stands. So I just speed through the days and nights, only to get the dog to pop up, scowl firmly planted on face, and say to me,
I'm sorry to say this, but Pepe stole cash from our cashier to buy a bottle.
What? PP, SMH, I firmly correct him and change his diet to protein bars only. I continue speeding through the days and nights. PP is probably the worst person ever. I create a new show. Jasper the horse is awesome. The dogs are on the tramp, aka trampoline. This man is in his air circle. Team, I'm proud. I finally complete the task. Cotton candy stall, drinks thing. I await more tasks, but I think that's it. And if that's all there is, I can't be arsed being in the circus anymore. Well, I think I have my fingers in enough pies now. Wait, is that an untapped market? Theme parks? You know what that means? Efteling Tycoon. In 2008, Efteling Tycoon was developed and published by the Netherlands subsidiary of Atari. And it looks like it was its final game. What a way to end. Efteling opened in the 50s and is one of the oldest theme parks in the world. So it's only natural for it to have its own Tycoon game. First problem, this long neck. Second problem, it's all in Dutch, so I have to use my phone to translate it all. Wait a minute, is that Jack Silkston down there? My name's Jack Silkston and I'm here to say I had a hair transplant, but I won't say. I had a hair transplant, look it's here, but it was gone the other year. I never had a real job in my life, but I have been an influence most of my life. Theme Park Worldwide is a guy I inspired to be him. One day, I went to his wedding. I saw them get married. He took his child on a roller coaster when he was only 2 weeks old. Inspiration. Gestation. I'm gonna have a baby one day. What are they talking about? So basically, in this game, we can put down all the attractions of Efteling. So we can make our own version of Efteling. We can even watch what the rides look like. Look, but it's actually a video of an advert of the ride. See? Vekoma Madhouse. One of the first ones in the world. You know what? Vekoma Madhouse people really got me scratching my head. How or do they work? Well, I thought I'd put down this restaurant, but no. A racist ride that was only changed in 2021, people. SMH. Anyway, this game's really boring. Something you get your Thursday child and you're like, no, we're not going to Disney, we're going to Efteling, so play this game so you can learn about it. Also play it on silent because the music looping constantly is really doing my head in. That was me talking to the hypothetical child. Anyway, frig this. Where's the long neck guy? Well, that's it. Did I manage to make enough money from conglomerizing myself to purchase a Switch 2? Let's see the scoreboard. No comment. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and a special thank you to everyone on Patreon for their support. Special shout out to the shareholders in Softy Leisure. And also Pooh's people, Daniel Smith, Meth Borton, Anthony, Snow G, Jade, Twerk Goddess, Megs, Ball Lake, Scully, Flash Park, and Retired Clownfish. You're all awesome and very professional and stuff. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Congratulations, Peter! You have completed the task. More demanding audience wants to see our show now. We are so famous.
He's really clever and nice.
Hello everyone, so I have got my hands on a Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo have not sent me this, but I did get it for a discounted price, you know, on Argos. Still that price if anyone wants one. But I'm not like selling it, but like if you want one. So it's lighter than I thought it would be though. Right, let's do the unboxing then. Okay. Right. What the hell?